Hi guys, how are you? Happy Sunday. Today is Sunday, April 28th. I didn't record anything yesterday. It was Saturday. It was a long, late night. Kind of crazy. And You Are a Badass does Saturday and Sunday together, so I figured I'd give myself a break. Had a good day. I worked brunch today. Brunch is brunch, but it went pretty well. I made decent money, even though I had kind of a weird section. Oh well, I confronted my boss last night about giving me the same shitty section every Saturday night. And I usually get a 6-top, a 4-top, and a 2-top out front on the patio. And last night he graciously changed my section to a 6-top, a 2-top, and a 4-top on the back patio. So, how's that? I think it's funny. I think it's quite funny, actually. And today on a Sunday brunch, Saturday night, our busiest night, I made $60 more than I made today on a Sunday brunch. So I'm sure that can just tell you enough of sections have a lot to do with it. I know the customers have a lot to do with it. And you guys, I sell my heart out. I don't know if you guys know that servers were actually salesmen, saleswomen, salespeople. Okay, our job is to sell you as much food as possible, as much drink as possible. And I'm good at it. And I do what I can. But still, when you're working with, 2 people sat at a 4-top, and 3 people sat at a 6-top all night long, there's only so much you can do. There's only so much charcuterie you can sell to 3 people. Okay, so let's start with our book. Who Really Gets Better? April 28th. We can also use the steps to improve our attitudes. Our best thinking got us into trouble. We recognize the need for change. When in recovery, most of us had at least one person we couldn't stand. We thought that person was the rudest, the most obnoxious person in the program. We knew there was something we could do, some principle of recovery we could practice to get over the way we felt about this person, but what? We asked our sponsor for guidance. We were probably assured, with an amused smile, that if we just keep coming back, we'd see the person get better. That made sense to us. We believed that the steps worked in the lives of everyone. If they could work for us, they could work for this horrible person too. Time passed, and at some point we noticed that the person didn't seem as rude or obnoxious as before. In fact, he or she had become downright tolerable, maybe even likable. We got a pleasant jolt as we realized who had really gotten better. Because we had kept coming back, because we had kept working the steps, our perception of this person has changed. The person who plagued us had become tolerable because we had developed some tolerance. He or she had become likable because we developed the ability to love. So who really gets better? We do. As we practice the program, we gain a whole new outlook on those things around us by gaining a new outlook on ourselves. Just for today, as I get better, so will others. Today I will practice tolerance and try to love those I meet. Holy smackaroli, guys, come on. Is this not just what we needed for today? I mean, this is me. This is exactly it in regards to my manager, right? I find him intolerable. I'm not happy with the way he manages. I don't like the way he treats me by giving me bad sections. He's not nasty to me. He's very cordial. But that's exactly it. It's not him who needs to change. It's me and my perception. And like I said, I'm trying to go to work and making the most of it. The best I can do is open that line of communication and talk to him and tell him how I'm feeling about, repeatedly getting this section and ask him if there's something more I could be doing to warrant a different area of the restaurant. And that's exactly it. When we come across people that we don't like or we can't stand, it's something within us that needs to change. That's the spiritual axiom that they talk about in the big book in the 12 and 12. Whenever we're disturbed with a person, place, or thing, it's something within us. And that's exactly right. As soon as I start to shift my focus and change my perception, things change, and I did. I talked to my sponsor about my manager. She said, you need to do the 4-step prayer. Pray not to be angry. Pray to see how you can be useful to this person. So that's what I practice now, you know. I'll start with that prayer tonight and just ask how I can be useful to this person, because that's my primary purpose, is to stay sober and help others to recover from alcoholism. But that's just in AA. We can also use that for the rest of the world. You know, my purpose is to be useful to my community, useful to God, useful to others that I come across. So it's really important. And this has got, I told you guys, I'm not religious. It's spiritual stuff, you know, strictly speaking. You know, this is the spiritual side of it. That was something I was struggling with. And then I opened randomly to today's date, and that was the topic. You know, I can't make that stuff up. It's pretty cool. All right, you are a badass. Saturday and Sunday, April 27th and 28th. Passover is over, in case anyone was wondering. Faith, like all other facets of our mindset, is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And that's really true. You know, something that I do with my sponsees who have a hard time with their faith is I tell them, and this is something I did when I first came in, I tell them, attribute every little good thing in life to your higher power. I call mine God. So I didn't have a car for the first 15 months of sobriety, so I was on foot. I was walking everywhere and taking the bus. I would see the bus coming, and I'd be across the street. I'm like, oh my God, I have to catch that bus because I'm always running late. So if I don't catch the bus I need to, it's over, game over. And they run so infrequently down here. Anyway, so it'd be crossing Federal Highway, which is a really busy road. Cars were going 45, to 60 miles an hour down this street. And you had to wait for the walk signal. There was no crossing otherwise. So when the little white guy came on and it was a walk sign, like, I would thank God for that, and I'd get across the street just in time for the bus to pull up. It's little things like that. When it didn't rain, when I had to walk to work, thank you, God. I mean, just little stuff, any little thing. Those were the biggest things that I started with, was just attributing, a good fortune of not raining and catching the bus because of my poor planning. But that's how my faith grew. I had to practice at it daily and start with the small stuff, Go to a new grocery store that's close to my house and they have the chai tea that I like. Thank you, God. Right? Turn on the radio and hear one of my favorite songs. Oh, thank you, God. It's just what I needed. And then it can get bigger. It can grow more and more. I thank God for my job today. I thank God for my house today. I thank God for this dog today. And I know that he loves me unconditionally and only wants what's best for me. So if I keep that faith and keep practicing in the bad times too, through the trials, it's not just the good stuff, it's the trials too. I have to remember. The more I use my faith, the stronger it gets. That's absolutely true. It's a good reminder. So that was that. I met a new group of people today. It was really nice. A friend from work invited me to like a little backyard dinner thing. It was really nice. There was probably 12 people, maybe more. Just had some home-cooked dinner. We got to play bags a little bit. For all you other people who don't know what bags are, the game is more commonly referred to as cornhole. Got to play catchphrase, which was kind of fun. I haven't done that in a long time. And that's a gift of sobriety. I get to meet new people, have new experiences, do fun things without picking up a drink. And for that, I am eternally grateful for. Anyways, it's been a long day. I have a 9 a.m. mandatory work meeting in the morning. They like to talk to us for an hour, and then we spend an hour deep cleaning the restaurant, which I'm sure you can imagine is not one of my favorite things. Those restaurants get gross. Anyways, good night, love you.